I'm joined now on the phone by Notre Dame's Briona Dhiarmada, the Thomas J. and Kathleen M. O'Donnell Professor of Irish Studies and concurrent Professor of Film, Television, and Theater. Briona is the originator, writer, and producer of the multi-part documentary series on the Easter Rising of 1916, which is narrated by Liam Neeson and is being broadcast internationally in 2016. She's also the author of the film's accompanying book, The 1916 Irish Rebellion. Briona, welcome to Notre Dame Day.
Thank you so much. I'm so pleased to be part of this, Terry. Thank you.
Coincidentally, Notre Dame Day began yesterday, April 24th, which happened to be the 100th anniversary of the Easter Rising in Dublin. Tell us why you decided to write and make a film about the 1916 Irish Rebellion. And I'm not suggesting that the students here started a rebellion because of that.
No. The situation is different, you know. I think we're more of a democracy, you know, than Ireland was in 1916. But I suppose the centenary is coming up, you know, and about 5 years ago I had a conversation with Professor Christopher Fox, who was the director of the Keogh Knockman Institute of Irish Studies at Notre Dame. And we were talking about things, and Chris said, well, what are we going to do now, you know? I just finished a documentary. So I had just watched Ken Burns' wonderful series on the Civil War. And I said to Chris, why don't we do something like that? Something similar for Irish history, and specifically, why don't we do something like that about 1916? That, you know, I think it will be a runner, you know. So Chris, in his usual, in the New style, said, let's do it. And Notre Dame being Notre Dame, they said, go for it, guys, you know. So we did, and we spent 5 years developing this project. We got Liam Neeson on board at a very early stage. As you said, we made a 3 by 1 hour documentary series, which has just gone out on WNIP. It's also gone out, it's had over 3,000 airings, coast to coast on PBS in the US. I am currently speaking to you from South Africa, from Cape Town in South Africa, where last night 500 people, including some of the leading figures in the whole movement for social justice and anti-apartheid struggles here in South Africa, were in attendance, as was the Irish ambassador to South Africa. We had 200 people in Johannesburg the night before, and the day after tomorrow I'm going to Durban. So we're showing a cinematic version. We've got an 86-minute cinematic version of the documentary as well. And that, myself and Professor Fox will be taking that to 5 continents, and with other faculty members as well. So it's been a huge project. It's been an amazing project, and it's quite extraordinary. It just shows how Notre Dame is, even through the specific nature of Irish studies, is a global university. You know, even though this is an Irish story, it's also a universal story. It speaks to anybody who values freedom, who values equality, who values social justice. You know?
Absolutely. Professor, what was the most challenging aspect of making this film?
Wow, I suppose, very well, initially it was, you know, getting people on board with us. And as I say, at the university, it was fantastic from the beginning. And we then managed to get the finances together. We went into partnership with the Irish national broadcaster. We were able to get funding from a couple of sources. And then really, I suppose, just putting all the various elements together, you know. We had a lot of research. We had some students and interns working with us, because our students, again, are at the heart of what we do. So I suppose just putting together those various elements, identifying the key historians throughout the world, many of them indeed our own faculty, but we also had faculty from Oxford University, from Irish universities, UCD, University in Galway and Limerick, but also from all over Britain. We had, you know, various voices speaking to us in this. But again, the leading historians in the world on this topic, we put them together with newly shot footage. I'm so proud of the cinematography. I mean, I think the film myself looks great. And so I suppose it was assembling all of those various elements in a way that was serious history and yet made compelling viewing, you know, and that told the story in a dignified and in a, I suppose, a balanced manner, if you like, but also put the personal stories at the heart of it, you know.
It is getting rave reviews from everyone who has seen it, and I look forward to seeing it. In fact, I wanted to watch it last night on PBS, our local station, because I figured it'd be on with the anniversary. it wasn't on. So I'm going to have to. I thought it'd be on the 100th anniversary, but they were doing something else.
No, we'll have to get the repeats. We'll have to get the repeats.
I'm going to see, especially since Liam Neeson's in it, who recently visited the campus here. That must have been a coup to get him to narrate.
Oh, that was. I must say, yeah, Liam Neeson has been a great friend to this project from the very beginning. And, I mean, just as proof of that, for our wonderful gala premiere in Notre Dame on March 3rd, Liam came in person, spoke and mingled afterwards, and amongst the Notre Dame community that were there in force that night. He went down, had his photograph taken, spoke to people, including students and faculty, and it was amazing to get the opportunity to work with him. We were recording with him in New York on maybe 4 occasions, so that was an absolute privilege and a pleasure.
Briona McDermott, enjoy your stay in South Africa and go Irish.
Thank you. Go Irish, man. Thank you. Bye-bye, Terry.
All right.